We have good days, we have bad days, but we never ever seem to have boring days here at Macclesfield, do we?
We don't, mate. It's great start, great first half for us, to be honest, mate. We just played the game plan and executed great. And we went into second half, had a bit of a purple patch, but it's good to see how we can sort of identify that and come back from it and finish well.
Tom, 903 days out, must be great just to be back in the side again.
Yeah, it's good to get some game time and more importantly the win, but yeah, I'm happy to be back.
That game was the epitome of what can happen with momentum, isn't it? You were storming that first half, all the momentum's with you, a couple of tries the other way, and doubt seeps in and it all starts going the other way, doesn't it?
100%, there's momentum changes throughout the game and all we've got to do is control them moments, and if there is a momentum changer then we need to quickly change it back. So yeah, it can easily change, and if you allow it to, it can just get progressively worse or progressively better.
You had to come on a bit sooner than you were probably expecting thanks to that dislocated shoulder for Simo, but just getting back into it, not having to wait on the bench, did that help?
Yeah, definitely helped getting in early, but I mean, commiserations to Simo, hopefully it's not as bad as it looked, but yeah, happy to get a lot more game time than I thought I would.
You must be pleased with the way the lads eventually arrested the situation though, it was getting, it could have gone a different way today.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, we really identified that things were going south, and it just took us to get back on sheet, and maybe perhaps we let egos get in the way a little bit and got a little bit arrogant. And you've got to stay humble and keep grounded and keep to the script, even no matter how well you're doing. If it's working, why try and fix it? The boys just got back on plan and took their opportunities when they could.
And let's talk about the game. You were flying at half time. The second half there was a bit of a slide. Was that people getting complacent or a bit of momentum? What?
I wouldn't say complacent, maybe switching off slightly, but just I don't know, just switching off a little bit, letting them get back into it, and then just took a little bit for us to get the momentum back and then get back into the game.
The last couple of games have been against the teams that got relegated from above, so they've been very, very hard games for people to come in and out of, which you've had to do because of injuries and things like that. So there's a couple of players I was just going to pick out today who did very, very well, I thought, who had been involved recently but struggled to get into it. I thought James Hampson did very well today, earned his try. Sim Meek, we had a good scrum today, didn't we? And he had a nice turnover. And Harry Blackwell and Brandy coming back from long-term injury. You must be really pleased with, I know you'll be pleased with everyone, but those four I'll pick out for you.
100%. Just starting on Jammer, he's made a great recovery from being out a few years ago and working really hard on his comeback and his rehab, and he's come in the best shape I've ever seen him, and you know, he's finally got to play what I call his natural position today at fullback, and he's looked great for us. You know, he's done everything that he needed to do and more. So he's a star for us, and he's one of the first names on the sheets. He's in the backs, and you know, he's a totally good person as well. He's really humble and he wants to learn, and he's great to coach. So it's, you know, to have anyone like him in your squad's fantastic. And Simeon, you know, again, conditions like this today, soft ground on grass pitch, you know, it's ideal for him. Probably not so, you know, at Preston. On the plastic pitch, and it might be a decision next week, a hard decision for him again, going up to Billingham. But again, you know, he adds that aggressiveness, he has that size. You know, he got over the ball a couple of times today. He got a turnover, I believe, and you know, it's things like that. He strengthens the scrum. It's ideal to have men in your squad to come in and do that. So that's great as well. And yeah, having Brandy back and Harry Blackwell come back from injury. I mean, Brandy, I think that's been his first game at this level for sort of 3 seasons. So that's fantastic for him, and he can only get better. He's again come back in great shape. And Harry Blackwell, I mean, what a great game he's had today. Again, coming back from a serious injury, and you know, showing what he's worth, and he's worked really hard, and I know he'll be happy with his performance. But again, he's great to coach. He wants to get better, and he's got a fantastic attitude.
A win is a win is a win.
Yeah, exactly. We can build on that. There's plenty to build on, and we've got 2 more sessions in training next week before we go to Billingham.
And I shouldn't leave out Danny Martin first start. He was very excitable in the opening stages, but he settled down, didn't he?
100%. Danny's worked so hard as well. You know, he's one of them lads who will just work and wait for his opportunity. And he had it today, and he played well. You know, he did exactly what we asked him to do. So. And he delivered ball to Alex, who also played out of position, you know, and he got quality ball, and that allowed Alex then to have a fantastic game as well at 10. So yeah, a lot of good performances today from the boys.
You mentioned Billingham, big trip to Billingham, long way, but you'll make a great day out of it, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully get a big bus on the way back, and hopefully come back with a win as well.
One thing that the stands and the press people seem to be saying was the difference of the pack today. Big pat on the back for them today. They laid the groundwork. It's been hard recently when the scrum's not been firing, but today the scrum was dominant. The maul was good, the line out was pretty good, and the forwards did well picking and going and set the platform well, didn't they?
100%, and we just keep working on that. You know, we keep tweaking little things, and we keep learning lessons from every game, and we're just putting little developments on every part of our game, and the park, yeah, they're getting stronger and stronger, and that's just through sort of continuity and unity, and you know, being able to work together on you know, things that need developing.